am here with the wonderful Dimscûa, the most talked about post-metal band in Britain at the moment. Bar none. How you doing, lads?
Yeah, well, good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm talking to you here from the chili shop in Leeds. Um,
Nice.
and yeah, that's not really relevant to our conversation, but there you go. That's just giving you my geographical location. So last Friday, the 20th of February, as we're recording this, you released your album Dust Eater Through Big Scary Monsters on vinyl, first pressing, sold out. Amazing, right?
I mean, yeah, like we think there's maybe a few somewhere out in the wild. Lewis and Sam went down to Banquet Records in Kingston yesterday and they couldn't find any. So yeah, by and large, we have sold out before we ever hit release day, which is absolutely it's another one to chuck on the list of things that we can't believe has happened in the last 6 months.
So to get our viewers up to date on this, right? First gig, ArcTanGent, yeah.
Yep,
Second gig, Damnation Festival. Well, no, you did the one in Leicester,
we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
Yeah,
the
Crowded
Crowded
Fest.
Fest.
Crowded Fest. That's it. And then third gig, Damnation.
Yep. Yep.
it's the one.
Correct. Now we did Celestial Diadem together. Was that your fourth gig?
No,
Or
that
No,
was there one in
was
between?
Sixth.
Sixth. So you had two in
So we
between.
had Bay Day. We had Bay Days the week after Damnation, in Cheltenham, and then we opened
Underdog.
up for Underdark and Baal at the Black Heart. Start of December.
Still.
Yeah.
Amazing gigs all round. Amazing gigs. I don't think there's a band in Britain operating right now that can say their first run of gigs looked like that. And then their first album, first pressing sold out before release date. Incredible business, guys. I was wondering if that gig that we did at Celestial Diadem just by ratio was the smallest gig you've done. And it was still a big gig.
we played the
Uh,
week after Damnation. We played Bay Days Festival, which was in a tap room in a lovely, owned by a lovely brewery called Radio City Brewery, which I think Alex reckons it was like 80 cap. I reckon it was about like
I
60
was told
people.
it was 90 cap.
Bollocks.
There's a night.
Like that
Yeah.
was about 60 people mashed into a tiny room in Essex. We did
Awesome.
that a week after playing to 1,500 people at Damnation Festival. So it was quite a,
yeah.
yeah.
Insane.
But
It was
yeah,
quite
just as much fun.
Yeah, right.
quite the whiplash there, going from Damnation to and then Bay Days. I think we spent the whole set like this because the stage was so small. I think I was stood over Lewis's drums the whole time, trying not to knock out any mics. And Alex
Yeah.
bit on the stage, so he jumped off the stage. But like I say, both of them incredible. Bay Days was so much fun.
Absolutely. That's how us mere mortals have to do gigs. Not on arena stages.
It is mind blowing. It is absolutely not lost on us how crazy those first run of shows is. It's absolutely bonkers.
Well, it's not stopping there because you've got your big tour coming up in May with We Lost the Sea, Overhead the Albatross, and your good selves. Uh, Stunning bill, mostly looking like it's going to sell out as well. If it's not already by
Yeah,
the time we do this. But
yeah. I think
yeah,
Bristol's
and
sold out, and
Bristol's
there's
done.
low tickets for two other dates. I can't remember off the top of my head which ones they are, but yeah, it's looking good.
It's looking great, and you've got a special variant vinyl coming out for that tour. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it a
Did he tell you
secret?
that, or did Sammy tell you that?
It's on your press release, mate.
Is it really? Okay, it's not a very good secret then. Yes, amazing hard news scoop.
Hard
Um,
news scoop. You see,
yeah,
take
yeah.
that, Gavin McInally. I've got the
There
hard
you go.
hard news scoop.
Yeah, we will have a special run of 100 tour exclusive variant for Dust Eater that will only be
Amazing.
available on the We Lost the Sea tour.
And you can't tell us what that variant is.
No, 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 under pain of death.
Under pain of death. Variant is there's no music on it.
That's album two.
So, so yeah, talk about hard news. It was Gavin McInally on the Two Promoters One pod. Honestly, I think he deserves a shout here because he called you the best extreme music to come out of the UK in 2025. Now, bearing in mind he runs the biggest extreme music festival in the UK, that's, I mean, still, that's gotta be incredible. Like, you must, I mean, you've had time to let it sink in, but that does speak a lot for the power of that podcast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
With
it's insane. Absolutely insane. And it's again, like I said, it's absolutely not lost on us. And you said that we probably had time to let it sink in. Honestly, I feel like for all of us guys, we haven't had time for anything to sink in, really, like how mad this is and how crazy all these opportunities have been. Um, yeah, I'm still trying to process everything. It's absolutely bonkers.
Honestly,
Feels like
here,
yesterday we played Damnation. Like
yeah,
it's just everything's been in such short succession. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I saw that set as well at Damnation, and like it was, yeah, it was devastatingly heavy. It was really good. The sound in there was great.
Mm.
Um, yeah, what do you have any sort of like memories of that day at Damnation? Anything stick out?
I went, I went for a piss backstage, and George Clark from Death Heaven walked in,
Oh
and
wow.
I fucking I don't know. I'm pretty sure I hit the urinal. I'm not sure. I've got no idea what was going on from that point onwards. Um, yeah, I basically left my soul left my body.
What struck me was how nice and friendly everyone was to us, and all the organization behind the scenes was so on point.
Mm.
Yeah, everyone, the Damnation crew from Gavin, down to the people helping us out with our gear stuff. I mean, they were all incredible. Yeah, it was really friendly vibe.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
just come up. Oh, sorry, which one of you was talking?
So I was gonna say, yeah, it was absolutely surreal. Like, the whole day was so cool. Like, I bumped into Gav a couple of times before, and after our set, what's mad as well is that we shared a dressing room with Portrayal of Guilt as well, and
Nice.
most of us had tickets to go to Damnation before we were ever asked to play. And they were on the list of bands to see, but obviously we ended up sharing a dressing room with them, and we ended up clashing with them, so we didn't get to see them. But it was just crazy. Like the whole day was an absolute whirlwind. And yeah, after our set as well, I remember after our set, speaking to a bunch of people. Then out the back, we had a brief chat with Gav, and yeah, it was just really fucking cool. Gav and Paul were there, so yeah, it was nuts.
I think one
Absolutely.
thing as well for me that like was surreal as all hell was like we just turned up like five blokes like we would just a bunch of mates going to a gig, and then we've got on stage, played a set, and then afterwards the amount of people coming up to us, telling us how great we were, like thanking us for being there and all that. That was just wild. Like Sam said, it hasn't really sunk in that we're a band of people like us and want to go and see us. It was just people stopping us and thanking us, and it's like I'm just some guy. I'm a bloke. It was mad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to a few of the acts that played at Damnation this year, and the stories back from everyone was that they had just the best time. That comes from like Gary to Hellripper I spoke to, and that everybody said like it was a class day and absolutely praised Damnation for the organization of the whole event and how welcome everybody felt. So, let's give Gav his props there. Absolutely awesome. Awesome. So, with this next tour that you've got coming up, obviously We Lost the Sea, Overhead the Albatross, also another band who smashed Damnation, like made the entire audience cry. So, have you got a gimmick that you can think that can rival making the entire audience cry? Make them cry for all the wrong reasons, maybe.
Be the
uh,
loudest.
be the
Yeah,
loudest. Fine. Yeah. Challenge.
more
Um,
fog.
so after the tour and everything, because how long ago did you record Dust Eater? When did you record the album? Because I know you've been working on it for a bit in bits and pieces, hadn't you?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
we piecemealed it really because I think we I've talked previously about, we this band was really just for us four at the time to hang out. Like it was just a case of as and when we can get together every 6 months or so, we would hang out in this room that I'm currently sat in, kick a few riffs around. So the first track, Elder Ben, we tracked that in like December 2021. I think something around that time because I just moved into this house. So and those are the guitars that are on the record. So, we did go back and retrack some bits later on, but essentially the album kind of tracks through time. You're hearing kind of slices of um, bits and pieces of our lives essentially as you go through the track order. The tracks are listed in the order that we wrote them in. We did have a conversation, when we finished it about do we want to change up the order, but actually they felt like they fit quite cohesively, and actually that seemed to help the record flow. So yeah, it very very organic. This is not like a traditional professional band where we had a writing cycle and then we sat down and came to the studio. It really was a very organic process that developed as we went along.
That's really interesting, actually, that you can actually hear the evolution of the band through the record.
Yeah,
You're literally growing up in public.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
so. With that, also, you released a beautiful live performance video, which you recorded in a church. I'm just looking at my notes, which church it was. Da, 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 da. Oh, it doesn't really matter. It was at Mary Magdalene Church. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. Ah, there we go. I did. Oh, it was in Bovney. So, yeah. How did that come about? Who decided you were going to do a live performance in a church, and how did you put it together?
I went for a dog walk with my wife several years ago. Probably, I think we must have been half the album was maybe written at this point, and wandered past as this beautiful, like 12th century disused church sitting by the river.
Oh,
I
wow.
just thought, like, I remember looking at it and thinking, I would love to film a live session in that building one day. I bet it'd be so cool. That's the real answer. Like the
Mm,
polished answer is the fact that obviously, symbolically it's a site of worship since before the Norman conquest, which it is, and it is.
mm.
If it didn't work thematically, the fact that it's a church, I think there's obviously an element of spirituality. It's been used for celebration. It's been used for funeral rites. A lot of it chimes thematically with the record, but ultimately it's a cool place to shoot a live session. It was a massive pain in the arse because it's a 12th century church in the middle of nowhere with no electricity, no toilets, no heating. So we had to get a little bit creative in terms of power supply. We had some ordeals on the day. I don't know if Alex, you want to elaborate on that?
I bet he
No,
doesn't.
no, I don't, but I will. um, yeah, so I have a mate who she has what do you call it, like a food truck
Oh, yeah.
thing she takes to events and stuff. She does. It's not food. It's like frozen cocktails. So she takes that to festivals and stuff. And with that comes a massive fuck off power generator. So we kind of, as the only one in the band who has any idea about electric and wiring and stuff, and that's not saying I know much. I had to like math roughly how much power load we would need to do this. And I'm also terrible at maths. And we looked at the cost of generators, and it ended up being like far too expensive. So I managed to borrow it off her. And she said it was full of petrol. And it felt full of petrol because it was fucking heavy loading it into a car. And
It took
then,
three of us to load it into the back of Sam's car,
yeah,
right? Bear in mind, Benny, our
plenty of.
bassist, is a power lifter, and it still took two of us. Well, I mean, two of us equals probably one Benio, but yeah, it was an ordeal getting it in the car, right?
So we got it
Yeah,
there, ran
right.
it for, I think it ran for about 2 hours, which what we soon found out was pretty much an empty tank of petrol. Um, and none of us had thought to load the petrol into the car, so we had to go back, pick up these jerry cans of petrol, and then fill it up, everything fine. And then we had to offload a full load it back into the car through these muddy tracks, and it was about 30 kilos heavier because it now had a full tank of petrol. So yeah, it was not the easiest thing, but
So
we didn't blow any equipment.
in summary, we got there. We all set up. We were just about to roll. We got everything set up, all the lighting set up, all the mics set up, just about to roll. Generator just go doom.
Oh no.
And it was like, right, who's got the petrol? Looking around. Who's supposed to be looking after the generator and petrol? Alex. Alex, where's the petrol? I didn't fucking bring it. I thought one of you guys would get it. So we had to lose like about an hour
Said,
or so to then do a round trip to grab some more petrol. But
You
that
got
was
it.
only one little bit of interesting stuff that happened that day. Also, with it being like a publicly open church, I guess is
Hmm.
the right word for it. We did have some random people wandering in during us doing bits and bobs. You know, you get like a couple of dog walkers coming in and people poking their heads around, an old man poking their head around, going, lights set up, amps set up.
Hmm.
Are you doing something in here, are you? Yeah, yeah, we are.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you mind?
there
We're
was someone who demanded the book as well. There was
Yeah,
someone
someone
who
looking
demanded
for
the
the book.
book. Like, where's the book? I'm like, what book? What are you on? It was
Walked straight
it
past
just
all our
wouldn't
gear
leave.
looking for this book. We were like, what? I don't know. But yeah, we had some random encounters that day. It was
Did
an interesting day.
did you have to ask for permission to use the place, or did you just guerrilla it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Gorilla
Yeah,
would have been cooler, but no, it's looked after by a lovely. There's a lovely charity called Friends of Friendless Churches. They look after disused old churches, chapels, and yeah, they were very accommodating. Sorted us out with all the things that we need. So
Nice.
yes, if
Nice.
you're a fan of
we
old
needed to be
churches,
cleared, didn't we, Adam? We needed to be cleared if we were.
yeah, we had to make sure that our music was not offensive to the Christian faith. So we had
Yeah, we
to.
had to pass the test.
Someone in an office
Oh,
somewhere
really?
had to listen to the record, read all the lyrics, and make sure it was okay.
Right. And you go away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For a very heavy record, you would have thought there'd
Yeah.
be something.
Yeah, we're not quite behemoth, so
Yeah, no, absolutely. They got to check you're not doing well. If you're a black metal band, you wouldn't have asked for permission. You would have
yeah,
just gone
That's
gone there
true.
with your corpse
That's
paint
true.
on.
yeah.
Amazing. Well, honestly, guys, I'm so glad to talk to you, and I wish you all the very best on this next tour coming up. You're going to absolutely kick the shit out of it. I'm totally certain.
Thank you so much,
Anything
man.
else going on this year post tour that we should know about at all, or anything you can talk about? Most bands can't talk when I ask this.
I mean, we're returning to ArcTanGent, which is very exciting.
Of
I
course.
mean, the lineup this year is perhaps even crazier than last year was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, again,
Honestly.
we're just as much fans as we are people that are lucky enough to perform there. We would have got tickets anyway, as we normally do. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy experience, and looking forward to seeing some familiar faces. Hopefully, some people that saw us last time and new people
Mm,
um, to catch us as well, because we're on the Wednesday when, of course, there's no clashes.
that's amazing.
Yeah, very much looking forward to that. That'll be a good old fun time, as it normally is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as fans, obviously, you get to enjoy the rest of the weekend after the Wednesday as well. The Wednesday's always good vibes as well, man. I really
Big
enjoy the
time, yeah.
Wednesday.
Love the Wednesdays at ATG. It's so good. Everyone's
Yeah.
in good moods, good spirits. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. Really looking forward to it. Um, but yeah, apart from ATG, we're just chipping away in the background, slowly working on a follow-up. We got some time now between now and the May tour, so we're really going to try and get our heads down and get some stuff demoed. And then, yeah, I presume it will probably be the same after May as well. This summer, just focusing on writing and getting
Yeah.
more bits and pieces done for hopefully a potential release. Hopefully this year, maybe next year. Don't
Mm.
know. It'll be done when it's done.
Absolutely. Like your first album. It was done when it
Yeah,
was done, wasn't it?
yeah,
And that worked
I
out
exactly.
mean,
well.
we're not going to take 4 years this time. No need to
No,
worry about
yeah,
Well, thank you so much for talking to me, guys. It's been a pleasure. And just keep on keeping on. You're
yeah.
doing a great job.
that. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Very
And yeah,
much for
let's
having us.
Thanks for having us.
yeah,
No
thanks for
problem.
having us. We'll have to hang out and grab a beer at ATG. If you see us, we'll grab a beer.